Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back.
It is the Monday Mayhem Wrestling Wrap-Up. We are here in a studio audience of, well, we do have somebody in our studio audience. It's Wicket, as you can see if you're with us on the video, but that's okay. Dogs can't get COVID-19. We're okay. We're okay. At Sorgatron here, ready. This is my disheveled look. Like, show you how I've been doing. I've been good news. I've been sleeping a bit, maybe too much. But anyways, Mad Mike is with us from his underground bunker in Beacon, New York. Sir, how are you doing?
Oh, live from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. It's Monday Night Raw, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker, AJ Styles, wrestling guests Rey Mysterio and Andrade, and your host, Jerry the Racist Lawler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've officially outdrawn Raw.
We have officially outdrawn Raw. Yes, they're saying in the chat room.
Raw, first time in history.
There was something about after SmackDown, like there was like somebody was like, oh, we outdrew, my show last weekend outdrew SmackDown or something like that.
Although 205 Live did have a guest in attendance.
It did. I need to watch 205 Live. So how was that? Because
I didn't watch it yet.
Our friends at WrestlingRevolution.net said that if we watch that, we would be up to speed and good with watching empty arena matches by now.
Oh, that's just rude.
What?
That's just rude.
Is it?
205 Live, yeah.
No,
I mean, you saying no one shows up for 205.
No. I'm saying they did an episode that had wrestling matches in the empty performance center.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm referring to.
Oh, yeah. No, this past episode of 205 Live was a 10-man elimination tag match.
Oh, okay.
Team NXT versus Team 205 Live.
So it is interesting. We're going to suspend the good and the bad and everything.
There was someone in the crowd watching 205 Live.
Oh, really?
John Cena.
Really?
Yeah, John Cena tweeted a picture. He's like, this is something I've been meaning to do for a long time. I'm sitting in the crowd watching 205 Live.
Was he seen on the show, sitting in the crowd?
No, because I think he was sitting hard camera side.
Oh, that's a shame. He should have been, like, John Cena should have been
WrestleMania.
What's that?
It should have been WrestleMania in New Orleans, where he was just sitting there with his popcorn and shit.
Exactly. Like, he should have just been, like, in the middle, in the stands. Not even, like, the front row. In the stands, in the back. Just, like, eating popcorn, watching 205 Live. You know, I think that's what's missing, man. I mean, you have the wrestlers there. Why not have them respond to something? Although I did like Bray Wyatt just kind of popping up out of nowhere during the John Cena promo on Friday.
Like, I still don't like what they did with the Fiend character.
Okay. Yeah.
But damn it, that was a good promo.
That was fun. It was fun. It was good. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, and this is actually the first time that we've all gotten together in any form with you guys in the chat room since, well, I guess technically we did get together on Thursday to talk with Paul Atlas. By the way, go check that out, Mike. Didn't know if you had a chance to see what we talked about on there, but we talked about his days as the NWA North American champion and how TNA Wrestling fucked everything up.
I mean, is it a shock to me that TNA fucked something up?
Mad Mike, this is a new angle on how they fuck things up for the NWA.
Sorg, I don't need a new angle. I've seen Kurt Angle, I've seen Eric Angle, I've seen Karen Angle. I don't need a fourth angle.
That is true. I'm with you. Okay, I got you there. But no, it is worthwhile, and like even you, I think it'd be beneficial if you got a spare 45 minutes when. Well, I don't know.
We all do now.
If you got some time, it might be good to go in there in the archives.
By the way, fellow quarantine buddies. Hi.
Hi.
Mad Mike here. This is not an ad, but it's an ad. TUBI.TV. Go there. Go to search. Type in two very important words. Lucha Underground.
It looks like this. Looks like my shirt.
Watch the whole fucking thing again.
3 seasons. 3 seasons. That's
Yeah.
right.
Let's watch it all again.
Mm-hmm.
And God, just praise be to Dario Cueto.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Praise be.
I don't know which elephant in the room. Like, I feel like I'm in the middle of a herd of
is it-
elephants right now.
Is it because John Cena no longer voices the elephant for pistachios?
Oh,
Is that the elephant in the room?
that's not the elephant I was thinking for sure. So get a fourth angle, Jason Jordan angle.
Well, technically,
He's like a
I
half.
don't think.
He's
I
like a
don't think
half
he-
angle.
Yeah, he's an obtuse angle. We'll call it that.
An obtuse angle. Got you.
Geometry slam. Boom!
Ow. Anyways, so the big news tonight, and I think that's what we're referring to, WrestleMania is live from the Performance Center. It's still going to be on the network. That's happening. There's somebody tweeted this idea of we really hope that Xavier Woods is still in attendance, so we can just hear him just losing his mind about everything happening in front of him. Like, honestly, I think that's all we need, right?
Well, you know what they should do.
Hmm.
All right, this is
There's a lot of things they should do right now. Let's be
well,
honest
there's
about
a lot
it.
of things they should do.
There's a lot of things that a lot of us should be doing right now.
Everyone that was going to be on WWE Watch Party,
Mm-hmm.
be front row.
Ooh, I like that.
Be front row
I
center.
like that. Because so notice what they're doing. Like, you're at least like the matches I've seen so far between SmackDown and Raw. We are. I know there wasn't a lot on Raw. That was weird. But we're at least SmackDown was smart that we're putting ourselves in multi-person matches or a lot of people involved, so there is at least some noise during the match, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that is by design, and
Nikki Cross was really pumping that crowd up.
yes, she.
She was amping that crowd up.
It's so strange to hear them like doing the stomp, and you're just like, nobody's gonna clap. There's nobody to clap. What are we doing? Or even like Stone Cold, like going up to each post for nobody but the camera. It's such. I know like that's the presentation, but it's so weird. It's so strange.
Everything about this is bizarre. But Sorg, do you know what I can't wait for?
What is that?
Oh my God. All right. So
For them to pipe in
for-
Goldberg chants during the Goldberg entrance.
You beat me to it. You fucking beat me to my joke, Sorg. My excitement level for WrestleMania last week was about here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, there was
We're talking about
my
there.
excitement level for WrestleMania is through the fucking roof now.
Okay.
Because I want to see William Francis Goldberg come out and do his entire whole ass entrance,
Mm-hmm.
being brought out by security. Going, I want him to walk through the gym. I want him to walk past promo class held by Shawn Michaels. I want him to walk through the entire fucking performance center.
Passing through the right room.
Come out, and because they can't do pyro, he needs the Gilbert sparklers. And I want him to snarl. I want him to scream to absolutely nothing. It's perfect karma. It's perfect karma.
It's such a matter of, well, this is where we are now, kind of thing, isn't it? Like, it's such a, that has to be like, for those guys to be coming in to do what they're doing, and the level that they are to be doing what they're doing, Brock Lesnar being the name he is, Bill Goldberg being the name in his own mind that he is, John Cena. I think John Cena is the most humbled by this, or the most like accepting of humbleness by this, to be quite honest.
Anyone who's worked indies has worked to a crowd like that.
There's a tweet from Cesaro that says, if you would have told me 10 years ago that I'd be in an empty arena wrestling Daniel Bryan, I would have believed you. But I wouldn't. But if you told me it was for WWE, I would not have.
What Cesaro just encapsulates what we're all thinking.
Gregory Iron, who I know is also working on remote podcasting from our discussions today. Everybody's figuring it out right now, right? And by the way, more than willing to help. I've actually had multiple conversations with people about remote work, remote interviews, things like that. What we can do with wrestling in general in this hiatus with a lot of people. But he put a picture out of he's like, hey, he remembers that time when he was in a near empty arena with Johnny Gargano, and there's a picture of the two of them facing off with like one dude in the stands behind them. So
and that one dude is Riz.
He might have been. No, he was older than Riz. It was somewhere in Ohio, I believe. So, but anyways, yeah. What's the policy on refunds? What are you talking about for the Mayhem show or WrestleMania?
Hey, you get what you pay for with this show.
That's
too.
right. No refunds. We still deliver.
Yeah.
We still deliver, and we still have a capacity crowd that's moving over there. Actually, he's looking out, making sure nothing gets in. He's keeping me safe. He looks really concerned over there, actually. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we did try to stick him in a Chipotle bag earlier tonight. So, yeah. Thank you, free delivery. Anyways, so I can make my bad decisions and stay at home. Anyways, so we have this. Apparently, there was no. I might have also seen a notice that TakeOver and Hall of Fame are officially canceled as they exist right now. Those ceremonies.
I would imagine they're probably going to do them at the Performance Center.
I can't see them doing an entire weekend of events like that.
I could see them doing TakeOver at least.
TakeOver at least. That could make a little bit of sense. I'm curious to see what NXT looks like. I mean, I don't think it's going to be this. I think it's going to be NXT.
Oh no, NXT is going to be action.
Yeah.
Because it has to be. It kind of has to be.
Yeah. They're just going to ramp it up. Maybe they will do the thing. I have this idea, but I'm afraid to say it out loud because I feel like I'm giving it away. But
no, Sorg, speak it into the universe.
Speak it into the universe.
Speak your truth.
Just put the wrestlers in the crowd. They're there, if they're allowed to be there anyways. Put them in the crowd.
Put the trainees in there.
Put the trainees in there, like somebody to react to something, right? And just my and I have ideas about how to do it for certain people, but like for them, like why not? Like put fly Xavier Woods in from wherever the hell he lives, and just have him in the crowd because he'll fill an arena with noise. Did you see him at WrestleMania in those backstage videos? But
that was only for Batista.
That was.
To be fair, that was only for Batista.
Step number 2: book Batista.
Well, technically, he's going in the Hall of Fame.
There you go. There you go. Problem solved. Move on, and we
that
can.
Was supposed to be the first date weekend for him and Dana Brooke.
Talk about things that we were looking forward to.
Quarantine and chill.
Quarantine and chill. Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna meet up during WrestleMania, have some quarantinis. It's gonna be great.
I have not
By
seen.
the way, a quarantini is just vodka with a tablet of Airborne.
Dude, I've never eaten so many Airbornes in my life. It was introduced to me before my Florida trip, and I'm just like, here we go. Yep. I will consume all the things.
I'm telling you, quarantini, Sorg, it's a thing. Quarantini.
Well, the liquor store is just closed as of tonight, so country, statewide for us. So
that's chaos.
Yeah, it is. That is. Are you ready for speakeasies to make a comeback?
Hi, welcome to the Sorgatron Speakeasy, podcasting in the front.
No, not here. Not here. Not in this facility.
That's why.
Yeah.
Sorg. There's already a 3D printer printing out jugs with triple X's on it. You don't have to lie. Sorg, you don't have to lie to me. This is a safe space.
States said that's okay. It's been verified. Somebody went out and said the Sheets. Actually, this was in one of my wrestling groups. The Sheets is still going to sell beer after today.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
Once again, Sheets stepping up, and Wawa, where the fuck are you?
That's right. I couldn't even step into a Wawa when I was in Florida. Couldn't even do it. Couldn't even bring myself to do it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll experiment because last time I did this, I was drunk and just couldn't get to it. So, anyways, The thing we don't have news on, by the way, Davey Boy Smith and Jushin Liger, both great announcements for the Hall of Fame. I think we're getting there. I think we're maybe a year or two out from maybe Owen finally going in.
No, it's all dependent on when a certain someone doesn't walk the earth anymore.
I see.
I'm at least that's everything that I've been led to believe.
Yeah. I have not seen, because it's being mentioned in here. I have not seen official news on what AEW is going to do. They did have an official announcement about their Rochester and their Newark shows. This week and next are officially canceled or postponed. They're going to come back in the summer from the looks of things.
Yeah, they're going back to those locations in the summer.
Yes.
From what I've heard, they're running out of that bar location that they've used before, where I think Fighter Fest was.
The Fighter Fest or the Fight for the Fallen?
Whatever one the video game one was. I think.
That was the Fighter Fest.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they're running out. Okay. The last I saw, they were allowing limited attendance. I have to imagine that's probably
and
true.
that's what I'm wondering too, because maybe there's something where that's probably in Jacksonville, correct? So whatever they have going on in Florida for mandates here, they are down to I think the CDC said 50 people as a limit officially.
Yeah,
I know
I wouldn't even do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially with AEW, some of those fucking trolls.
Okay, who would you allow in? You're going to say, hey, we're going to let 20 people in here so there's some noise. Honestly, it's going to be friends of the family or something, right?
Well, if it's friends and family, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
what they were originally going to do for the NCAA tournament.
How do you select 20 fans to be in attendance at this point, right?
Sorg, you know how? Battle Royal. Battle Royal.
That is probably the appropriate answer, yes.
Yep.
Performance Center Mania.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're calling it now.
Okay.
That is what we're calling it now, Performance Center Mania.
So this makes like our Mayhem Mania even more of a pipe dream.
No, we're definitely going. We're gonna have a more attended card.
Oh, we probably will be with the Patreon on the bank a week at least. There's a lot of people come in for that.
Or you're now officially making more money off of WrestleMania than WWE.
I might be at this point. And by the way, work is affected, so please get those Patreons in so we can keep the bill. We can literally keep the keep the lights on. Boy. Anyways, it's okay. Shut-off notices are pushed until the end of May, according to the city. So we're good for a while. Anyways, or maybe it was April. Whatever the case may be. But anyways, I don't know. What are we doing? What's happening?
What was your good in wrestling this week?
My good in wrestling this week?
I actually have one.
Okay, what's yours?
All right, so and I want everyone to do this because the fuck else are you doing with your time after this podcast? I want you all
maybe going to bed. It is pretty late here on the East Coast.
Fuck that. No one has to go to work.
Okay, somebody has to go to work. Let's be fair. Some people have to go to work.
Some people have to go to work, and I apologize.
Yeah, or they have to figure out what their work is going to be the next 2 weeks after today.
That's true. And I just had to go through that myself. So,
but
yeah. But anyway, if you have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, download the Apple TV app.
Okay.
Mind you, I'm not telling you to buy Apple TV. Don't fucking do that. That's a waste of goddamn money.
Wait, are you talking about the device or the Apple TV Plus?
The Apple TV app.
Okay.
There's just an Apple TV app.
Yes, I believe it's pre-installed on your device.
Yeah, most people take that off. I took it off anyway. So go there, search Carpool Karaoke. There are 2 WWE episodes on there.
Is that a Plus show or is that free?
No, that is free.
No way.
That is free.
Oh, man.
They are delightful. The first episode is in season 1. And it has Triple H and Stephanie. It's got a bunch of women wrestlers. It's got The New Day, and it's got Braun and Alexa Bliss. And Braun and Alexa Bliss singing Man, I Feel Like a Woman is one of the most joyous things you'll ever have in your life. And they just did a new episode
that has Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Becky Lynch, and it's pretty great.
I see John Cena and Shaquille O'Neal on one.
Oh, I didn't know there was a Cena one.
Yeah, I'm looking through season 1 right now. And
I hope John Cena sings "What's Up, Doc? Can We Rock?"
if Cena's just singing Shaq songs, that'd be great. And then
if
Shaq is
Shaq
singing
and
Cena
Shaq-
songs.
Yes.
If Shaq is just dropping Bad Man.
I would be entirely on board.
Oh, so there's a WWE one with Triple H and Stephanie. You say, is that multiple people?
Yes, it's multiple people.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Oh boy, and I'm in season 2. That's why. Play
Yeah,
free
season
episode.
3, the most recent episode, has some more people
How do
on
I add this to a watch list? Come on, Apple.
it.
Oh, added. Wait, what did I add this? Okay, now I've re-added this, so it's probably gonna be at the top. Okay, that is gonna happen at some point now.
Yeah.
So this was a good time. This is a good time to catch up on things. Probably. I got up on some Netflix over the weekend since I was free. Canceling my trip to West Virginia for Conquest, Pro Wrestling Conquest, unfortunately, and even like the Comic Book Pit didn't even come into the studio to record. They did it all.
Hey, by the way, Sorg,
Hmm.
you attended the last NXT at Full Sail.
I did, maybe for a while. So monumental. So and by chance, right? Because the Performance Center episode the next week was literally like by chance they scheduled that, and then it was a really good model.
Yeah, it was only because I think they had some kind of graduation at Full Sail.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Ah,
I think-
really?
Yeah, I think that's because they never used to run into this problem because they would tape a couple weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But now that they're running live, the graduations are on Wednesdays. So
Wheel says, Sorg, I'm going to miss you. That sounds foreboding by itself, but I think he's talking about not being at RWA.
no, Sorg. I think the true elephant in the room, the impending death of humanity. Welcome.
Who is it that's saying? Somebody made a message said that they're just going around saying, "Are you enjoying the apocalypse?" So yeah.
How's the apocalypse treating you?
So yeah. Anyways, and that's why I wanted to do the show. I know there's not really a lot to talk about except for what is happening, which is
I beg to differ. I have to say, SmackDown and Raw were fucking great. Like, like the actual content.
Okay.
The actual content, not the matches. The matches were let's not hurt each other and let's barely touch.
Mm-hmm.
The promos?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were great. Miz and Morrison. Morrison got to bring up Boone the Bounty Hunter, which should have skyrocketed on iTunes, by the way. If you
Man.
haven't seen Boone the Bounty Hunter, grab yourself a Quarantini and go fucking watch it. Like, seriously.
Quarantini.
Hashtag Quarantini and Boone.
Oh, I wish I'd time coded that Quarantini. Damn it. If I didn't already own 2 copies of Boone the Bounty Hunter. Listen, I did my business early because I didn't want those copies. I didn't want him to get. I wanted to get one that's copied.
I went out to Walmart the night it was open and bought it.
When you talked about how like this unsold copies like get sold back to him, that made me sad, and I made sure I bought one of those too because I wanted HD on iTunes.
It's great.
Oh jeez.
But I think we have an opportunity here, Sorg.
I think everybody has an opportunity here.
I think we have a real opportunity.
Okay.
For Performance Center Mania.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So, you know how every Undertaker build for every Undertaker match is him doing scary, spooky shit, and then when you get to the match, it's punch, 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 soup booms.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's
because you can only do
fans.
Because you can do only so much in front of 60,000.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any fans.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a small arena.
Mm-hmm.
Let's teleport that motherfucker around the ring. Like, let's just get a bunch of 6'8" Performance Center guys, 6'9". Lord knows there's a lot of them. Put them in hats. Put them in cloaks.
You can fly a few in.
Have the Undertaker's entrance be him teleporting around the Performance Center. Like Like, it would be amazing. You know how, like, when the Undertaker got buried in the casket,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden the lightning struck the old school Titantron, and you saw the Undertaker lifting up. It was really Marty Jannetty in a wig.
Wait, is that really what it was?
I'm pretty sure.
Is that the official?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Marty Jannetty. I read that somewhere. I'm not 100% positive on that, but
Somebody verify that, please.
I'm
Somebody,
pretty
somebody
sure it's
tweet,
Marty-
tweet
tweet at Undertaker.
yeah. Hey, he's telling all these days. So, or tweet his
Like-
wife.
Hey, Mean Mark, got a question for you.
Wait, tweet Marty Jannetty.
It's true. Yeah.
Why not go to the source?
Although, be careful. If he contacts you back, you probably have coronavirus.
If
And that's
you
the beer. That's the
listen,
beer.
listen. If you
beer,
ever
yeah.
survived a booking with Virgil, you're. Yeah, oh,
By the
sorry.
Oh no. I saw the greatest meme ever. It was a picture of Virgil at his autograph desk,
Mm-hmm.
and it just said Virgil was practicing social distancing way before any of us.
Head of the curb. Head of the curb.
He was an early adopter, man.
Yes. Nerd talk.
Yes.
Mike, there's been a request for nerd talk in the chat room.
Oh, okay. Nerd talk.
The Emerald City Comic Con, which has also been canceled due to goings on, has been rescheduled to the weekend before PAX Prime.
Oh, good. They did reschedule it. That's awesome.
So, but it's the weekend
I thought
before.
we canceled outright.
What's that? No, it's the weekend before PAX Prime. So if you've been meaning to go to Seattle, well, wait right now. You got a nice 1-2 punch there. So.
Mm-hmm.
But and then cameraman Rob says WrestleRex 1, never forget. That was the time. Do you know about that? What happened? The insanely what the hell is happening at WrestleRex? How WrestleRex started with Virgil?
No.
He was in the ring and he was supposed to come out and pretty much announce that there was going to be an after party at Blush, our local
Gentleman's establishment.
the gentleman's establishment that adopts highways in the area. By the way, I think it's been closed down and turned into something else since. So
There's a joke there.
the video is there. The video is there on IndyWrestling.us. If you
there's a joke there.
on YouTube. Oh yes. So at some point, and we're live. We're doing iPay-per-view. We're live with Joe Dombrowski on commentary, of course. Maybe I think Farnsworth was with us as well. Farnsworth Investments, that's right, our super manager. We'll get into that later. And he's doing Virgil things, and at some point he's like making them shake their butts, and he's holding a microphone up to them. Because somebody
Wait, up to their butts?
up to their butts, yes.
Okay, that's a different kind of fetish.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody threw money in because there were strippers,
As
and
you do.
Virgil did not take the money.
Wait, what?
Virgil did not take the money.
Wow. That's got to be a first for him.
Mm-hmm. That's what Joe was losing his mind after the segment because there was a break between every match. He goes, "You put that thing on YouTube, it will get 1 million views because Virgil has never not taken money." I put it on,
Yeah.
I don't know. It did. It might have done a couple thousand. I don't know.
Mhm.
But whatever the case may be. So,
Got
but-
more views than Raw did tonight.
No.
Next week, Sorg, next week is Raw 1,400.
Wow.
Yeah. Marinate on that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're planning something big.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
now it's nothing. Where are they going to show next week? The fucking women's elimination chamber match?
Yeah, I think what they're gonna. They could.
They might.
They might. I thought
They
they were.
might.
I thought they were just gonna roll with the women's Rumble match.
No, because that would be to promote NXT.
No, because
Charlotte is challenging Rhea.
but no, because Charlotte and Rhea have been all over Raw as well, right?
Well, yeah.
So, but
Imagine if NXT this week is just the women's Rumble.
oh god, I hope not. Oh, I really hope not.
Oh, I would love that. That'd be great.
Oh, jeez.
For personal reasons.
I'd
that'd
say
be
it's-
fantastic.
I'd say most of that roster is in Orlando, right? So,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
there
most of that
should
roster is in Orlando.
like NXT is
'Cause
going to be
they go to the PC every day.
yeah. Yeah. Rob says, as the cameraman, he may have started a "This is awkward" chant during that Virgil segment. Yeah,
Fair.
those were good times. Those were good times. Anyways, yeah. Well, Mike, what do you have time off? Have you been has that been determined for you yet?
I have the capability to do my job from right here.
Really?
From right here, it was touch and go.
Okay.
Touch and go for a bit. But as of right now, it looks like I'll be able to do my job from here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I hope it works in as well in practice as it does in theory.
So, we're all
There's been a test, but there's gonna be a lot of people using servers.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, yeah.
so we shall see. Like I tested it a little bit later in the day, not during peak work hours. So
We don't talk about much on here, but Mike works in a little bit of video situation here.
yeah,
And,
I work for a digital media company.
Yeah, for a digital media company.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So with the
Conglomeration, a federation, if you will.
yeah, if you will.
Yeah.
So we were kind of wondering what was happening there with his situation, since everybody seems to be working at home. And we're still rolling. We're still editing podcasts at least. I actually have a shoot, closed shoot tomorrow at a dance studio. So that's happening. So I'm not going to Texas. Apparently, got my first few cancellations, and obviously the wrestling is up in upheaval. But I think there's for the people that can kind of think outside the box here. I think it's going to be a good opportunity for things going forward. So we'll see what happens here. Mayhem show is still going as scheduled. Tomorrow night we're gonna have the Pit Fight kids in. Pit Fight, of course, got canceled, and because they were one of the first to get canceled because of the school shutdowns. And we are actually going to have something here, Mike. You may be interested to tune in next Friday night if you have some time. Their event was going to be benefiting Connor's Cure. So I invited them into the studio since we're doing a lot of video game streams here. I was like, hey, come in here, invite your roster. Their roster was basically everybody who's anybody in the Pittsburgh area. I know I got a message from Jason Gorey about coming out, Tyler Klein about coming out. So we're gonna maybe play some Injustice or maybe some other games, maybe do a tournament, and we're going to do that and promote some donations for Connor's Cure for the night, so we can still do a benefit and do sort of a pit flight for them online for them, of course. So we're.
Sorg, if I may make a recommendation, do a Smash Brothers tournament. 8 players at a time. Give everyone 500 stamina.
Wait, what?
You can give everyone stamina in Smash Brothers, so it's not just knocking them off the screen once. It's whittling down HP.
Oh boy. It's
great.
I don't have a Switch, but if they're like, yeah, let's do Smash Brothers, I was seriously ready, and I was seriously ready to pull some funds together and go buy a Switch and Smash Brothers.
As long as one person has a Switch, all you need are Joy-Cons.
Yeah. Or if you have an adapter, I have plenty of GameCube controllers. So
that too. That too. The adapters are actually pretty easy to find.
Unfortunately, the only Smash Brothers I have is actually for the GameCube because I lost my disc to the Wii. So, yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm just like open the case. I'm like, where the hell did this go? How do I lose a game disc? Not that unorganized. Mike, is are Legos going in this time of loneliness?
There's a Lego update. I built the Chitari worm snake thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's that. I have an Avengers helicopter.
Nice.
That technically you put the Hulk in here, and he can be dropped into the scene.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, there will probably be some Lego action happening at some point.
So everything seems.
I kind of need to stagger it now because I don't know how long I'm going to be working from home.
It seems minuscule after you like dragged out that giant Hogwarts.
You mean that giant Hogwarts?
Oh wait there. Oh look at that up there. amazing.
Yeah, by the way, now that I put that up there, the cat finally realized, oh, that's a place, and tried to leap up there
That is
and knock down some pop figures.
that is a
was
cat place.
yeah, so that's why my door is closed, because I don't want cats on top of my chair where I have to yell at them.
Well, thank you, everybody. I hope we help you guys out, hanging out. Any concerns, anything we can help with in this time, and you say we're going to keep our regular schedule here as much as possible. I don't know what we're going to talk about, because if this is what wrestling's going to look like for the next 8 weeks, somebody's going to figure this out. Somebody's going to crack this code, right, Mike? I mean,
Well,
really.
we haven't gotten to a Wednesday yet.
True. We've had
AEW is going to have a normal show.
yeah.
It's gonna be limited crowd.
Yeah.
Which could expose a lot of the things I've been saying about AEW.
We'll see.
Because a lot of AEW is based off of crowd reactions.
Yes.
A lot of it.
Mhm.
And if there's no crowd, it's gonna be weird.
Mhm.
It's gonna be very weird.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real weird.
Mad Mike
Yeah.
483 on the Twitter.
Tubi.tv, search Lucha Underground.
That's
That's gonna be my new thing.
At
That's
Sorg
gonna be
Sean
my
on the
new thing.
Twitter. Please hit everything up. We're also looking Wednesday. Just got a hit about it. Wednesday we're at 7 p.m. We're going to try to do an Indy Mayhem show panel. I'm kind of just looking for anybody that wants to chat about what's happening with Indy Wrestling. Indie wrestlers that are interested in talking about what's going on. So that'll be 7 p.m. on Wednesday. If we get enough people to do a panel remotely. I'm not going to make a lot of people come in here at this point for anything like that. Obviously for the game stream, if people are willing to come in here for that. But we're probably going to be doing a lot of remotes for podcasting. But, we've had a few
Finally, all you bitches are in my world. The digital world.
Oh, yeah, that Google Hangout's going to be kind of crowded tomorrow, Mike. So, yes. But anyways, and also Tina out there in the Seattle area recommends the New Day podcast from last week and this week. Good debating. I was checking out the Dragon Con ones, and because they had Mega Ran on there, and I'm a big fan of Mega Ran, and talked about the song that they put together that they have not used.
I think I saw it leaked somewhere.
I would imagine. Well, there's a song they did together, but that's not like the one that they were doing for WWE. Because I shared the video with Xavier Woods on it.
But the 2 episodes Cena's talking about, I just started listening to them myself.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a bracket style tournament, because that's what podcasts do.
What an idea!
Of the greatest TV shows of all time. They have 4 different brackets: live comedy, live drama, animated, and reality/game shows. And there's like 16 shows in each bracket, so they're just whittling them down. It's I wouldn't have made some of the choices that they made, both in selection and in voting, but it's the New Day, so
hey, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
They're allowed. All right, and Zeke Mercer is now confirmed for that panel on Wednesday. Your favorite. That's him messaging right now. If you can hear that in the background, I'll get right on it. Do some technical details. Thank you, everybody. Again, please, everybody, stay safe out there.
Yes.
Again, we'll be 9 p.m. Eastern time with the Wrestling Mayhem show Tuesday night, and we can all get mayhemy together. I will see you next time. Mayhem out.